There are cars that people buy because they need transportation. And then there are cars that people dream about. The BMW 3 Series has always belonged to the second category. For more than 4 decades, this sedan has represented something bigger than just getting from one place to another. It represented success, performance, engineering, a connection between driver and machine that few vehicles could replicate. For millions of people around the world, owning a BMW 3 Series was a symbol that they had finally reached a certain point in life. But there is another side to this story. Because behind the beautiful design, the powerful engines, and the luxury badge, there's a question that every potential owner eventually asks: is the BMW 3 Series truly a dream car? Or is it a luxury vehicle that can destroy your bank account? This is the question that makes the 3 Series so interesting. Because this is not just another luxury sedan. It is one of the most important cars BMW has ever created. A vehicle responsible for building BMW's reputation in the United States. A car that competed against some of the best German engineering in history. A car that created generations of loyal owners. But also a car that developed a reputation for expensive maintenance, complicated technology, and costly repairs. So today, we are going to uncover the complete story of the BMW 3 Series. Where it came from, why people love it, why some owners never want to sell theirs, why others regret buying one. And most importantly, should you still buy a BMW 3 Series today? Because the answer is much more complicated than simply saying BMWs are expensive. The truth depends on the generation, the engine, the mileage, and most importantly, how the car was maintained. The beginning of a legend to understand why the BMW 3 Series became such an iconic vehicle. We have to go back to the late 1970s. During this period, BMW was still growing internationally. The company had already developed a reputation for building sporty luxury vehicles, but it needed something more accessible. Something that could attract younger buyers. Something that could compete in the growing premium compact market. The answer came in 1975 with the introduction of the first-generation BMW 3 Series, known internally as the E21. The mission was simple: create a smaller BMW that still delivered the same driving experience people expected from the brand. And that idea became the foundation of everything the 3 Series represents today. It was not designed to be the biggest luxury sedan. It was not designed to compete with large executive cars. Instead, BMW focused on something different. The relationship between the driver and the vehicle. The first 3 Series introduced the formula that BMW would continue improving for decades: a balanced chassis. A driver-focused interior, responsive handling, rear-wheel drive, and engines designed to feel exciting. At a time when many vehicles were becoming focused only on comfort and practicality, BMW took another direction. They wanted people to enjoy driving. The E30, the generation that created a legacy while the first generation started the story. Many enthusiasts believe the second generation created the legend. The BMW E33 series arrived in 1982 and became one of the most respected BMW models ever produced. The E30 was special because it combined everything enthusiasts wanted. It was compact, lightweight, simple, reliable compared to many later BMW models, and incredibly enjoyable to drive. For many car enthusiasts in the United States, the E30 became their introduction to BMW. It was the kind of car that felt alive. The steering communicated with the driver. The chassis felt balanced. The car responded immediately. This generation also introduced one of the most famous BMW performance models ever created, the BMW M3. The original E30 M3 was born from motorsport. It was developed with racing in mind and became a symbol of BMW's performance engineering. Although modern BMWs are much faster, many enthusiasts still believe the E30 represents the purest BMW driving experience. Why? Because it was simple. Before cars became filled with advanced electronics and complex systems, the E30 focused on one thing: the connection between human and machine. The BMW 3 Series arrives in America. The United States became one of the most important markets for BMW. American buyers were attracted to something different. At the time, many luxury buyers focused on traditional brands, large sedans, comfort, status. BMW offered another idea. a luxury vehicle that was actually fun to drive. The 3 Series appealed to professionals, enthusiasts, and people who wanted something more personal. It became popular among people who wanted a premium vehicle but did not want something oversized. This was especially important in cities where a smaller luxury sedan made more sense. Places like California, New York, Florida, Texas, and other major metropolitan areas. The 3 Series became a common sight among professionals who wanted a vehicle that matched their lifestyle. The E36 and E46, BMW's golden era. For many BMW fans, the next 2 generations represent some of the greatest years of the 3 Series. The E36 arrived in the early 1990s and brought a more modern design. It became smoother, more comfortable, more refined, but it still maintained the driving character people expected. Then came the E46 in 1998, and this generation became legendary. The E46 3 Series is often considered one of the best balanced BMWs ever produced. It had modern technology but still maintained a mechanical feeling. The design aged beautifully. The interior was driver-focused. The engines were smooth and the handling became a benchmark. The E46 also produced another famous performance model, the E46 M3. With its high-revving inline-6 engine, aggressive styling, and incredible driving dynamics, it became one of the most respected sports cars of its generation. Even today, clean E46 models are highly valued among enthusiasts. But why does everyone love the 3 Series? The answer comes down to one word: balance. Many vehicles can be fast, many vehicles can be luxurious. Many vehicles can have technology, but the 3 Series always tried to combine everything. It was comfortable enough for daily driving, sporty enough for weekend roads, luxury enough to feel special, practical enough to live with. That balance is what made it successful. A person could drive a BMW 3 Series to work every day, take it on a long highway trip, enjoy a mountain road, and still park it at a nice restaurant without feeling like they compromised. It was a vehicle that adapted to different lifestyles. The modern BMW 3 Series today, the BMW 3 Series continues this tradition with generations like the F30 and G20. Modern versions are dramatically different from the original cars. They are faster, safer, more comfortable, and filled with technology. The current generation offers several versions designed for different buyers. The 330i is one of the most popular choices. It offers a turbocharged 4-cylinder engine with strong performance and excellent efficiency. For many owners, it represents the perfect balance. Enough power for daily driving, luxury features, reasonable fuel economy. Then there is the M340i, a completely different experience. Powered by BMW's famous turbocharged inline-6 engine, the M340i delivers performance that rivals many sports cars. It accelerates quickly, it feels incredibly refined, and it shows how much technology has advanced. A modern 3 Series can provide performance numbers that would have been impossible in older generations. The ownership question begins, but now we reach the part that every buyer wants to know. Because buying a BMW 3 Series is not only about the driving experience, it is about ownership. And this is where opinions become divided. Some owners say, "My BMW has been one of the best cars I have ever owned." Others say, "It was amazing when it worked, but repairs were expensive." So which one is true? The answer depends on understanding BMW ownership. A BMW 3 Series is not necessarily unreliable, but it is not designed like an economy car. Parts are premium. Technology is advanced. Maintenance requirements are important. Ignoring service can create expensive problems. A well-maintained BMW can be an incredible vehicle. A neglected BMW can become a financial headache. Mileage matters in the United States. Many buyers look at mileage first. A BMW with 30,000 miles, 6万 miles, 10万 miles, 15万 miles, can represent completely different ownership experiences. A lower mileage BMW is not automatically better. A vehicle with excellent maintenance history can often be a smarter purchase than a neglected car with fewer miles. Service records matter. Oil changes matter. Previous ownership matters, especially with luxury vehicles. The BMW 3 Series rewards responsible owners. The real reason people buy one at the end of the day. Nobody buys a BMW 3 Series only because of transportation. There are cheaper ways to get from point A to point B. People buy it because of the experience. The feeling when you open the door. The sound of the engine. The way the car responds on a highway. The confidence behind the wheel. The 3 Series has always sold emotion. But emotion comes with responsibility. And in part 2, we will go deeper into the biggest question. Is the BMW 3 Series actually worth the money? Or is the luxury badge hiding expensive problems? We will compare it against competitors like the Mercedes-Benz G-Class, Audi A4, Lexus ES, and Genesis G70. We will analyze maintenance costs, reliability, fuel economy, depreciation, used models, and finally reveal which BMW 3 Series versions are worth buying and which ones you should avoid. Because the BMW 3 Series may be one of the greatest luxury sedans ever created. But the wrong one can become one of the most expensive mistakes in your garage. The BMW 3 Series has spent more than 40 years building one of the strongest reputations in the automotive world. It became the car people dreamed about. The car young professionals wanted to own. The car enthusiasts respected. But behind all the excitement, there is a question that every potential owner eventually has to answer. Can you actually afford to own one? Because buying a BMW 3 Series is easy. Finding one for sale is easy. Getting attracted to the luxury interior, the aggressive design, and the famous BMW badge is easy. The difficult part is what happens after the purchase. The maintenance, the repairs, the long-term ownership. And that is where the difference between a smart BMW owner and a frustrated BMW owner begins. A BMW 3 Series is not expensive because it is a bad car. It is expensive because it is a premium machine, and premium machines require premium care. The reality of BMW ownership in America in the United States. The BMW 3 Series has always attracted a wide range of buyers. Some people buy them new. Professionals who want a luxury daily driver. Business owners who want a vehicle that represents success. Enthusiasts who appreciate German engineering. But another group is extremely important. Used BMW buyers. The reason is simple. Luxury vehicles lose value quickly. A BMW that costs tens of thousands of dollars when new can become much more affordable after a few years. This creates an interesting situation. Someone who could never afford a brand new luxury sedan can suddenly buy a used 3 Series. And this is where many people become interested. A 5-year-old BMW can cost similar to a brand new economy sedan. The problem? The purchase price is not the entire story. The maintenance costs remain connected to a luxury vehicle. This is one of the biggest lessons in BMW ownership. A discounted BMW is still a BMW. Maintenance. The part nobody talks about enough, a BMW 3 Series rewards owners who take care of it. Regular maintenance is not optional, it is necessary. Oil changes, brake service, tire replacements, cooling system maintenance, suspension components, electronic systems. All of these things matter. A person who follows the maintenance schedule can enjoy years of excellent driving. A person who ignores problems can quickly face expensive repairs. This is especially important with older models. For example, some earlier BMW engines became known for specific issues. Not every vehicle experiences these problems. But understanding the history of each generation is important. A smart buyer researches the engine, the transmission, the maintenance records, the previous owner, the mileage. Buying the right BMW is often more important than simply buying a BM. Which BMW 3 Series generations are considered good? This is one of the most searched questions among American buyers. Because the 3 Series has many generations and they are not all equal. BMW E46, 1998 to 2006. The E46 remains one of the most loved generations. Many enthusiasts consider it one of the best combinations of reliability, design, and driving feel. It has become a classic. However, age is now the biggest factor. A well-maintained E46 can be amazing. A neglected one can require significant investment. At this point, condition matters more than mileage. BMW E90, 2006 to 2011. The E90 introduced a more modern experience. Better safety, more technology, more comfort. The driving experience remained excellent. However, some engines and components require careful attention. Buyers should focus heavily on service history. A clean example can still be a fantastic luxury sedan. BMW F30, 2012 to 2019. The F30 generation brought BMW into the modern era. It introduced more technology, more efficiency, turbocharged engines, better fuel economy. Models like the 328i and 330i became popular choices. The F30 is attractive because it offers modern luxury without the price of a brand new BMW. For many American buyers, this generation represents a sweet spot. BMW G 2019 present. The current generation continues improving the formula. It offers more technology, more comfort, more performance, better interior quality. The 330i is one of the most balanced choices. The M340i is where things become truly impressive. BMW 330i, the smart choice. For many buyers, the BMW 330i represents the perfect middle ground. It provides luxury, performance, efficiency, and daily usability. The turbocharged four-cylinder engine produces strong acceleration while maintaining reasonable fuel economy. For American drivers, this matters. Someone commuting through California traffic, someone driving highways in Texas, someone traveling between cities, the 330i can handle all of these situations. It is quick enough to feel exciting, comfortable enough for long trips, and efficient enough to avoid feeling wasteful. It is not the cheapest sedan, but it delivers an experience that many cheaper vehicles cannot replicate. BMW M340i. The enthusiast's choice, then there is the M340i. This version changes the entire personality of the car. The inline-six turbocharged engine is one of BMW's greatest modern power plants. It delivers strong acceleration, smooth power delivery, a great engine sound, and performance that approaches true sports cars. Many enthusiasts consider the M340i one of the best modern BMWs because it combines everything. It is comfortable, luxury-focused, practical, but also incredibly fast. It can take someone to work during the week and become an exciting weekend vehicle. That balance has always been the magic of the 3 Series. How does it compare against competitors? A luxury sedan buyer in America has many options. The BMW 3 Series competes against some very strong vehicles. BMW 3s versus Mercedes-Benz C-Class. The Mercedes-Benz C-Class focuses heavily on comfort and luxury. The interior often feels more traditional and elegant. The ride is smooth. The design emphasizes relaxation. The BMW takes another approach. It focuses more on driving, the steering, the handling, the connection with the road. If someone wants a small luxury sedan that feels like a smaller S-Class, Mercedes makes sense. If someone enjoys driving, BMW has the advantage. BMW 3 Series versus Audi A4. The Audi A4 is another excellent German competitor. Audi offers beautiful interiors, advanced technology, Quattro all-wheel drive, a very refined experience. The BMW advantage is driving engagement. The 3 Series traditionally feels more connected. The Audi feels more modern and technology-focused. BMW 3 Series versus Lexus. The Lexus ES represents a completely different philosophy. Lexus focuses heavily on reliability, comfort, long-term ownership. Many buyers choose Lexus because they want fewer surprises. The BMW offers more performance emotion. The Lexus offers more peace of mind. The choice depends on priorities. Fuel economy and daily driving. One reason modern BMWs have become more appealing is efficiency. Older luxury vehicles often sacrificed fuel economy. Modern turbocharged engines change that. A BMW 330i can deliver respectable fuel economy numbers. For American drivers, highway efficiency is especially important. Long-distance commuters can appreciate the combination of performance and economy. The vehicle does not feel like a compromise. It can be exciting when you want it to be, and comfortable when you need it to be. Is it practical? Many people assume luxury sedans are not practical, but the BMW 3 Series proves otherwise. It offers comfortable front seats, a usable rear seat, a practical trunk, modern safety features, good visibility for a couple, a professional, a small family, or someone who enjoys driving alone. The 3 Series can fit many lifestyles. It is not an SUV, but not everyone needs an SUV. The biggest mistake BMW buyers make is buying based only on the badge. A BMW logo does not automatically mean every BMW is a good purchase. The smartest buyers look deeper. They ask, who owned this car? Was maintenance completed? Are there service records? Was it modified? Was it abused? A cheaper BMW can become expensive quickly if it was poorly maintained. A more expensive BMW with excellent history can be the better deal. Final verdict. Should you buy a BMW 3 Series? So after everything we discussed, is the BMW 3 Series worth it? The answer is yes, for the right person. The BMW 3 Series is not the vehicle for someone who only wants the cheapest transportation. It is not the vehicle for someone who refuses to spend money on maintenance. But for someone who appreciates driving, someone who wants luxury without buying a massive vehicle, someone who wants engineering, performance, and personality, the BMW 3 Series remains one of the best choices available. It has survived because it offers something rare: a connection, a feeling, a reason to look forward to driving. The secret is understanding what you are buying. A BMW 3 Series with proper maintenance can be one of the most rewarding vehicles you own. A neglected one can become a frustrating financial decision. So is the BMW 3 Series luxury that breaks your wallet? Not necessarily, it is luxury that demands respect. Treat it correctly and it can deliver one of the best driving experiences in the automotive world. Ignore its needs, and it can remind you very quickly that premium engineering comes with premium responsibilities. And that balance is exactly why, after more than 4 decades, the BMW 3 Series remains a legend.